Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of samskara. Today we have Pavan Srivatsa, who is a psychiatrist. More than that, he is an Adhyatma Jivi. And he is the founder of Chakshu Foundation and he is the director of that. He has been doing free service and also bringing good habits and personality management for the youngsters all over the state. So, welcome, Pavan.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
I have heard about Dharma. Dharma is very, very essential. Our Sanatana Dharma, the five principles are Satya, Ahimsa, Asteya, Shaucha, Indriya Nigraha. And the one who has all these five things imbibed in him, he's a Dharmishta. But today, you are going to talk about the Bhagavata Purana. In that, what is Dharma? Bhagavata Dharma. So please tell us the background and then explain to us.
Yes, yes. Uh, Parikshita was cursed by the snake that you will be dying because of a snake bite in 1 week from now. So this guy got fearful and he thought, I want to go and talk to someone who is wise and get to know what a human should do before he dies. You know, even we think that we are eternal. We don't have death. The time is infinite is the thought that the mind has. The mind perceives time to be infinite, but it is not infinite, it is finite. Uh, he goes and asks Vedavyasa's son Shuka. He's a Muni, not even above Rishi. So he says there are a lot of things that a human being should do when he is alive so that he will be able to accomplish the purpose of his life. I will give you a 3-step procedure to do it. The first step is Gnana, wisdom. The second is bhakti, devotion. Third one is vairagya, detached attachment or attached detachment. So these are the 3 steps that you need to follow. If you follow these 3 steps, you will be able to attain salvation. This should be like so, like taking a deep breath in, holding the breath for 1 second, and breathing out. Gnana, bhakti, vairagya. If you are breathing it, you will be able to achieve things better. This is what is the Bhagavata Dharma.
Okay, okay. And when you said the jnana, it is one thing, which nobody can steal.
Yes,
Whatever money
yes,
you have
yes.
earned, whatever the property you make, somebody can take it, or ED people can come and confiscate. But this
Yeah.
jnana, it is one sampattu where nobody can steal it.
Okay.
And then you said bhakti. Bhakti is not just going to the temple and doing puja or doing the pradakshina or breaking the coconut or burning the incense.
Yeah.
Bhakti is samarpana. That means you are surrendering to God, and then with that, nishkama. That means without any desire, without any expectation, without any greed, you are doing the work, and that is the real bhakti. And then you said about the vairagya. Of course, we don't have to leave everything and go to Himalayas. We are married, we are with the family, we are there, everything is there, but we'll not have the attachment. Excessive attachment to anything, whether it is the habits or the family members or anybody, that will lead to the what to say, like more of a sadness or the sorrow in the future. And that is the reason these three are very important. Now, how do
Yes.
you correlate this with the psychiatric problems that the people are coming now?
That's a wonderful question. That's a wonderful question. Because back in the time when the India was called Bharat, you know, uh, people were visiting the temples where primary prevention or group counseling was happening, where people were trained to think in a certain way, which is not a closed mind, but a healthy mind. They were asked, they were told stories in the form of stories,
Purana,
Purana or
Kate.
Agamas or bhajans
Hmm.
or songs.
Hmm.
They were trained to think in a certain way. They used to listen to Dhruva's story, Shiva's story, Parvati's story, Ganesha's story, Skanda's story, uh, uh, Prahalada's story. They used to understand that, okay, fine. If I am saying I, me, mine, there will be problems. If I say ours, everything belongs to God and I am just an instrument, everything will be so peaceful.
Hmm.
So people started training the minds in the temples.
Hmm.
Temples were the hospitals back then, but lately
Yes,
people have
yes.
stopped going to the temples and have started going to movie theaters, pubs, and
And that too,
whatnot.
nowadays the people doing the harikate or telling or explaining or bhajans also has come down. So
Yes,
going
yes,
to temple means not just going round and coming. Somebody has to preach, and that also is not there. Yeah,
yes. The
yeah,
divine connection has to be coming.
yeah.
In one of the Puranas, Narada will say this.
Hmm.
How to understand, how do we get bhakti? Even in Bhagavata Purana itself, it is symbolically said this way. There will be one lady who will
Hmm.
be very young,
Hmm.
and she will be
Hmm.
having two children who will be very old and are about to die in some time from now.
Hmm.
So this Muni will see, and he's like, "What is your name? Why are these two? Are these your children? How is it possible? How can a young
Hmm.
lady have two old sons? How is this
Okay.
possible?" So
Hmm.
the young lady smiles and says, "My
Hmm.
name is Bhakti.
Hmm.
These are my two children, Gnana and Vairagya. This is the beginning of Kali Yuga, right?
Okay,
Where
okay.
people
So
will
they
do
have
bhakti.
Hmm.
They get attracted to bhakti. They don't
Hmm.
have Gnana and Vairagya. So,
Hmm.
Narada says, Gnana
Hmm.
leads you to bhakti. The
Right
Gnana
path.
has to lead
Right.
you to bhakti.
So
Yes,
jnana is not just getting the degree from the university. Jnana is, realize between the right and the wrong. So
yes,
making
yes.
the prajna, that is the important.
Now,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So, Gnana leads you to bhakti, and bhakti, when you are using your bhakti with your Gnana, it makes
Hmm.
you understand that you are just a small eye and there is a very big eye that is looking
Hmm.
after you.
Hmm. Hmm.
When that comes, and everything is a passing cloud.
Hmm.
Everything is a passing cloud, and everything will be peaceful. These are the things that people were learning back then in the temples, where there
and
is two
and
things.
and
One
that's
is
why that's why in 1832 when
uh,
Lord Macaulay came to India, and he goes
uh,
back and tells in the parliament, I have gone through
uh,
the length and breadth of Bharat. I have not seen a single liar and a single thief. Such rich is their culture that we cannot rule them, we cannot control them unless we destroy their samskara. And that's what he
yeah,
says, and that is the reason all our rich cultures were destroyed. So our
yes,
temples were destroyed, our scriptures were destroyed, they were burned, and then our gurukulas were stopped. So, and that is the reason today we have come to a stage like this where everyone is, so much upset, so much stressed, so much worried, and each one, not happy with anything. Yeah, please go
yes,
ahead.
yes, yes. When this Gnana Bhakti and Vairagya, he in one of his books, Pejawar Swamiji, previous
Hmm.
Swamiji, he
Hmm.
in his books write
Hmm.
this Sakama Karma and Nishkama Karma, the act we do with expectation and the act we do out of gratitude and service
Hmm.
without
Hmm.
expecting anything from it. We are just
Hmm.
instruments to do the karma. We shall
Hmm.
do.
Hmm.
He tells that this sakama karma or expectation of result, goal oriented actions are like weed that is growing, like Congress plants that are growing.
Right. Yeah.
These will take the water away.
Hmm.
And we actually have to feed the water to the crops, not to the weed. But these
Correct.
weeds will take away all the water, like how we are putting more efforts. Water is
and
like
that,
effort.
and that's why a good farmer is the one who removes all this kale or the unwanted weeds, the
Weeds,
congress
yeah,
grass from that, and then allow the plants to grow.
plants to
And that is
grow.
very
So,
important. The same thing,
that,
our mind also never have the wrong thoughts and the wrong ideas, because that
yeah,
will destroy our mind and the peace of mind will be destroyed. So we must
yes,
have the sadbhakti sadvichara in our mind.
very,
Always the right thinking is very important. Yeah.
very, very true. Like he says, we have to take away the weed away, and we have to
Hmm.
make sure that we are watering or we are giving priority and time, energy, emotions, and purpose
Hmm.
to the nishkama karma, which is
Hmm.
not expecting any results but doing your actions for the sake of doing your actions with your complete dedication and
Hmm.
detachment from
Hmm.
everything else.
Hmm. Hmm.
I can give you one simple example so that
Hmm.
people also can understand about it a little better. taking an example of a student's life is more focused towards gaining knowledge,
Yes.
not just academic knowledge, even otherwise.
Hmm.
So, while gaining knowledge, there are a few things. We have to know the purpose of knowledge, what we are studying. There is a
Yes.
very
Yes.
bad incident that happened, which is making me feel so much worried. I went to an engineering college where I addressed the final year engineering students and asked them, what is the definition of engineering? And nobody raised their hands.
Huh? Oh my God.
That is the situation
Okay.
right now, sir. I have
Uh,
8.5 CGPA.
uh.
But what is engineering? They don't know. This is what we spoke about in the previous session as well, where we talked
No,
about the
it is
difference
like,
between
joining the
academics and
medical
knowledge.
college and they don't know what is medicine.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully that
I
doesn't
hope it
happen.
won't happen like that. If they
Yes,
don't
yes,
know
yes,
medicine, and how can they treat the patients, and
yes,
how can they
yes,
be
yes.
doctors?
So
Okay. Hmm.
for students, Gnana is something that they need to work on to
Yes.
achieve. To
Yeah.
achieve Gnana, they have to have bhakti towards the Gnana that they are deriving.
Hmm. Hmm.
The person who is giving them the gnana. And
Hmm.
the reason behind why this gnana is coming to them right now, which is their parents. The
Hmm.
teacher, the parents, and
Hmm.
the knowledge in itself are to be
Hmm.
worshipped,
Okay.
which is the bhakti part of it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Knowing the value of it and then
Hmm.
paying tribute to it. The second thing, I need to bow down, surrender myself to it. If I'm like, I
Hmm.
want it to be mine, it will never come to us.
Yes.
Bhakti with devotion and dedication, if we do it as a
Hmm.
ritual,
Hmm.
2 hours a day, it would work wonders. If not, even if you study for 12 hours, it's a waste of time. So,
Yeah.
bhakti. And the third part is the vairagya, where you are being, there are a lot of distractions, including the mobile phones and uh, gadgets and other distractions outside as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
so, I'm not saying don't go to movies, don't go out with your girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm not saying don't go. I'm not saying go as well. Do those things, but how much is necessary? Is it going to contribute to your purpose of life? It
Yeah.
is going to take, is it going to take you one step towards the purpose of life, or is it going to make you get deviated?
Take you away from your life. Yep.
Yes, yes. Even one step away is
I remember after
uh,
that, one boy, 17 years old boy, he went on smoking because the hero had a style of smoking, and then he was admitted. So this is what
uh,
happens. If they go
yes,
to the movie and take the bad things and then get into trouble, they are going away from their purpose of life. You're
yes.
right. Yeah.
Yes. So, as a student, what is the purpose of life? If you ask, you will get the gnana from there. So that's the beginning of your gnana. And
Correct.
if that takes you to different heights with that gnana. Like I can take your example as well. You have such beautiful, wise knowledge, and you're using it. You are so humble, and you are not attached to the number of views we get or the number of uh, the trophies you have. These are nothing. I am satisfied with my life. I am satisfied. People are becoming better because of the God's grace and through me, right? Let that blessing flow through me. That is what is gnana, bhakti, and vairagya, and you are one of the greatest examples for that as well. With
Oh,
that
thank
being
you so
said,
much. Thank you so
yes.
much for praising me so much, but I don't want to get attached to your praises. So, thank you very much for enlightening our viewers about the Jnana Bhakti Vairagya, that is the Bhagavata Dharma. And I hope people will follow that and then make their lives useful and fruitful so that they can lead a very satisfying and gratifying life. Thank you very much, Pawan.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna.